You hit like a rad roach! My head! Oh!
Speaking of puppy roaches, yeah, hello there by the way. Well, melee attacks can be trickier. That blow deals 130 damage normally, and here I got double portion like my face was slapped. But here's no scratches. So the reason for this video is mostly about how income melee attacks work. Being a doctor obvious at some level, but anyways must be helpful. When we take damage, the most important part would be the reduction coef, and everybody wants to make it as small as possible. One way to do it is to boost our damage resistance here. Another way is to make this number smaller. As you can see, it will reduce damage reduction KF and final damage as well, because damage here and damage there is the same number. And we can do it with damage reduction buffs. In case when we have none, there is a little table for you that shows how income damage is being reduced upon boosting damage resistance up to the sky. And you can see that there is no need to have it super high. You will be fine with BOS or Secret Service armor. Let's talk about damage when we have 0 resistance. All these numbers I got from the game directly, dividing everything by damage reduction coef 0.99, because I have no damage resistance. I guess they should be more round, but that's what I got today. Here we have two major points. Number one, no matter how big damage resistance is, you will always lose at least one hit point if there is no damage reduction buffs. Number two, bigger base damage means bigger trouble. So Yogi Punch will always knock you out if you're gonna resist it only with your face. Yokizukis, before we move on, I just want to point out that giving cricketers and Red Nose the same power is kinda weird. Speaking of Mini Hulk Doggy, well, just no comments. And here's Puppy Hulk, our friend, our lab rat. Wiki states that level 95 dude does 250 unarmed damage with this thing. Yeah, while unarmed means not armed, 250 just doesn't work here. 246, 247, yes. His stomps do less damage, and everything works with ballistic damage resistance provided by our armor. Well, for normal armor, blocker is a must-have, which is more OP than aristocrats or whatever. Plus scaly skin mutation, plus unnecessary perk to boost your damage resistance. So just blocker. Senorita Dodgy will stack multiplicatively with blocker and will give you 61.5% melee damage reduction in total. It worked like this last time I checked, so I hope it is the same right now, but just in case I did not check today. Let's talk about Hellcat. Two things I want to say. First, it doesn't provide us with 496 damage resistance. Actually, the number is 436. And second, it has a buff that ignores additional 12% of ballistic damage income. Turns out it is related only to ranged weapons. It's been like this since very beginning. I already proved it at least 2 times. But let's try one more time, because why not? To make it possible, I have T51 with a little bit under level chest piece, so I can match ballistic damage resistance. Yeah, let's try. I mean, you clearly can see the results. Same damage income, and even his rocks don't count as ballistic range weapon here. Weapon. It even should be the same exact number. I actually irradiated myself a little bit. That's why it's 62, not 63. Speaking of 45, 48 and 26, 29 in case of Hellcat, I'm not sure why the game did it to me, but the main point here, well, Hellcat sucks. At least here. That's all for today. Use blocker or power armor with blocker. Damage resistance should be around 330 for normal armor, and there is no need to boost it up to 600. Yeah, I want to welcome a new member of my channel, Senorito Michał. Big thank you, dude, for supporting, and everyone else for watching this video. See you later. Bye bye.